Hello, Mr. Noodle, my boy. Hi, Mr. Noodle. Mr. Noodle.
Hello.
Mr. Noodle, my boy.
More farming.
You're farming? Everyone's farming, dude.
Finished all my dailies.
Dailies? Oh, what?
Commissions. E-table. Fetch. There's another one. No, that's just it. That's all my daily things.
Oh, that's right. That's all I've got left. Hello, confusion. Extra energy. Dude, I'm going fucking insane doing the same thing every day.
How many have you done?
700. I have done 700 M3s in like the past, I don't know, like 10 days or whatever. I'm fucking going insane, bro. The same fucking dungeon with the same fucking boss in the same fucking rooms. I'm going crazy, bro.
At least you get money.
A little. It's mostly just because inflation. It used to make like 5 mil, and now it's making 20, but that's because everything's 4 times as expensive, so. The amount of stuff that I can buy hasn't really moved. Dude, I'm gonna do M5 then M4 probably. So I don't even think I'm gonna like reap the benefits of doing M4 until later on. Because I need to be like Kata 45, like minimum. I'm not party leader, Cheetah is. Bro, I can't believe they ruined RNG meter, bro. It's working as intended, bro. How could the admins do this to me?
What did they do?
They made it work as intended, bro. How unacceptable.
What did it do?
Like, if you select handle, and then you get like a handle halfway on RNG meter, it sets it back to 0.
That was always like that.
It was never that way.
What? Oh, I thought it was.
Have you ever gotten an RNG ever in your entire life? During RNG meter? Bruh. Like, I got 2 handles before I got one on my RNG meter. No, I got 3 handles before RNG meter. It never reset once.
For me, it always reset.
No, it didn't. They didn't change it until like yesterday.
But with recoms, I dropped the recom before the thing and it just disappeared.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
No, I didn't play dungeons yesterday.
You're mistaken.
I didn't play dungeons yesterday.
Dog.
No, I don't think I did.
when you get an RNG, even if it was the one you set it to, it doesn't reset your meter. It only resets at 100. It has to be 100. If it's at like 95% on handle, and you drop a handle, you still have 95%. It's only when it hits 100 does it reset back to 0. Meaning you basically get 2 handles. If you get a handle at like 99%, you're guaranteed to get a handle next run, so you get like 2 handles. They fixed that now, so if you're at like 95% to handle and you drop it, it'll set you back to 0.
That's stupid.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They made it work as intended and how everyone thought it worked, bro. How unacceptable. Making something work as intended. How could they? Bruh. This ruined my plans, bro. I mean, not really, but sorta. Well, in the short term, it's terrible, but in the long term, yes. In the short term, people started, get this, panic buying. Not panic selling. People started panic buying handles, which made them go up in price. You ever see anyone panic buy something?
No.
Yeah, bro, it's even worse because they were already expensive. And now they're even more expensive because handles are going to get dropped less than usual. And they're already rare as is.
It's gonna be... It's mainly the books for hype.
Yeah, in theory, the scrolls should come down a little. However, due to inflation, funny enough, they're probably just going to keep going up. Any drop in amount of handles in the economy is going to be negated by the amount of people farming, so...
You don't sell them on the bazaar, but you also don't. Basically, people just sell them on Discord for like 550 mil. Because they don't sell, like, if you put on bazaar for 500 mil, it'll instantly sell.
Yeah.
You sell it on trading servers now. That's how value. Oh, hello.
Who did you just talk to? Oh shit, confusion. I heard him say hello, and I'm like, who the fuck you talking to, bro? Who are you helloing? Who are you hiring? Oh my god, are you Danish?
You totally haven't asked that before.
You sound like it.
I am, yes.
Hey, let's go. I'm good at recognizing Danish people now.
You recognize the same Danish person 3 times.
Oh look, Dreadledge there. Oh, let me in. Stop telling me you've tried too soon. Hey, let's go. I got into a Dreadledge party. Let's go. Everyone, congratulations and clap. Congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
It only took 3 F ads for him to accept me. Let's go. I don't even know what he's doing. He's probably just practicing left-click mage. Why else would a left-click mage be an M3 other than to practice playing left-click mage?
Probably, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize that, like, you actually do have to practice left-click mage. It's harder than it looks to, like, clear. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really hard to play left-click mage in Master Mode. You gotta be skilled and, like, practice and knowledgeable and, like, know how to clear, what to do. It's, like, it's also just hard, bro, like, dealing with spells and, oh my god, Shadow Assassin. Yeah, you have to learn how to fight minis all over again with a different, like, setup. I remember when I played left-click mage, obviously I just did a bunch of M1s and then M3s, trying to learn how to play it. You don't just buy a left-click mage setup and then instantly go into an M7, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn first. Why you being for money? What? What? I don't...
Perfect English.
Very perfect English.
Why you being for money? He didn't even spell money right. Why you being for money? Yes, that's what? You, like, corrected yourself with the same word. He's like, I didn't say being, I said being. This man. Why you begging? Ah, ISTGVAH. Man, you're making less sense the more you talk, bro. Put your idea into one complete sentence. You know, put your full thought into like a phrase or whatever. Start with a capital, end with a period, make a point. You know, try to actually convey the idea that you are trying to convey with words. Okay, he still says you with a U. Thanks. This man cannot talk at all. Why you begging, spelled incorrectly, for money, spelled without a Y? I'm begging for money? I have an auction for sale, but that's not begging for money. You can call it contraband or a donation, but that's not begging.
It's not. You're not being forced to do it.
Yeah, I'm not visiting your island and saying, give me money, please. I'm saying donate at /AHKillIt. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I mean, yeah, so I spend... I'll be transparent on this, because money. So I spend 1,000 coins on pieces of fruit. You can buy it from the NPC. What the fruits on my H do is simply allow people to give Contra. Normally, in the olden days, if someone wanted to give me coins, I'd have to go to my island to, like, accept them through the trade menu. However, when I'm doing all these dungeon runs, I really don't have time to, like, stop and claim them in person. Nonetheless, people still want to give money because I really don't know why. People love getting content creators money. Since I'm a small content creator, people want to give me money. I've been given hundreds of millions, sometimes even in single trade. But most of the time it's 1, 2, 5, 10 mil at a time. And so, I have this auction set up to where people can give me money because they want to without me having to stop doing my dungeon. So that's why there's a pinned comment that says donate at /AHKillIt. It's for the people who want to give contraband, who don't want to like interrupt my dungeons in order to do it, which is very nice. Well, my main goal is dungeons, so I wouldn't want to stop doing dungeons every time someone wants to donate to me. Because in a sense, that would mean donations are a bit of a nuisance, and donations should always be a good thing. Donations should never be a bad thing. And it also harms everyone else in the stream, because when I have to, like, stop playing the game to, like, go collect money, people, like, don't like that, maybe they leave because it's boring. So me being able to continue my dungeons keeps the stream entertaining. So it's more than just begging in Hub 1. Like, I actually have a genuine reason for why I'm doing this. What do you think, Noodle?
That's... Yeah, it makes sense. But like once decided, once they give you a crazy amount of contraband, like a bill for your bank with the 200 G jag.
What?
Like once it's like a bill with like a level 200 G drag.
What point are you making?
Like, they couldn't just donate that to the air, could they?
They can't donate items, no. I mean, if someone said, hey, I want to give you, like, a lift dagger, then, like, sure, I may accept it. I've had people donate items. It's quite common. On my island, I have, like, a board of donations, like half of those are items. I just convert the item into the coin value. So if people want to give items, I do take those. But yeah, normally if it's a small donation, like under 5 mil, if it's like an FOT or something, I'll tell them to go to my island and wait for me to finish the run. But if it's something large like a giant sword, I'll go ahead and leave the run to go accept it. Because at that point I'd be silly to not make that my priority. My viewers would understand, and on top of that, viewers like seeing large content. You know, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I just saw KillIt got given a giant sword. That's so crazy." So it's actually pretty good for content, for receiving like large items. So it's not even a bad thing when that happens either. What do you think, Confucian?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna get some food. I'm hungry.
Just drink water.
Oh yeah, for that. Is there anything to eat? Can I have some 2-minute noodles? Just one. Okay. I back with banana.
Banana. Banana. No way, he just fucking died in Blood Room. Oh my god. Let me guess, he didn't blood camp because he died a minute 50 into the run. I think Dreadlid should blood camp. Actually, I'm not party leader. It's not my place to tell him what to do. I'm used to being party leader. It's almost kind of weird not being leader. I have to actually trust other people to moderate the party. Like, what? People are terrible at moderating parties.
What are you doing?
Huh? Tier 5 Pudra.
Wait. Why are you? No.
Huh? What was random?
You were just climbing the berry tree. Kill it.
Oh, kill him.
It's because we already had a 270. Like, there's nothing more for me to do. In fact, we have like a 290, so we have like more score than we could possibly ever need. There's just nothing left for me to do. You could say like, oh, dude, secrets, go for S+. Yeah, but we're not doing S+ runs though. So it's just a good time for me to chill and like take a sip of my drink or just have fun or whatever. It's basically downtime as far as the run is concerned.
Plus, you don't even need S+.
It does basically nothing. The amount of like XP and RNG gain you get is like negligible, literally negligible. Drops are like 3% more common or something. You get like 5% more XP. Like, these numbers are so tiny they don't matter. Saying R after the run has started.
Almost at 10 mil overflow farming XP.
And I'm so glad I'm not farming right now.
I am. Money.
And inflation.
You're the reason hypes are like 3 times their value.
Nah, I didn't mess with
I 90% of my profile is from farming.
None of my profile is from farming.
Some of it is for mine, but not a lot.
I have farmed how much? Let me check my collections. Collections. I've got 74 million bought, 104 million melon, and 5 million mushroom, and 8 million cactus. That 5 million mushroom is from mushroom cow alone.
Mushroom cow.
That's 50 mil. Oh, Mandra. Easy money. 12 mil. Huh?
What'd you get?
Mandra.
Mandra?
This is 6 to 9 mil. It's a rewatch node.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah, it's 10 mil sell but yeah, 6.5. And I got that in easy money.
I'm gonna get to code on my cactus hoe. Yeah, my cactus dicer. Cactus knife. Sell it and then buy a melon dicer. Get 200 mil melon collection. Buy a netherwort. Get to 100 mil netherwort collection. And then I think I'm gonna just go for mining it then. Because I'll have part of that 7 by then. Almost done with this contest. It's sad how you need like 1,500 farming fortunes even to get a gold in cactus. The max is like 1,540. Everything has to be max.
That's so sad, bro. Oh my god, everyone's sleeping.
I'm getting spaghetti, so...
Can you just fucking feed his man, dude? Back to being party leader, let's go. I didn't build net worth, guys. I finally did it due to inflation.
Yay.
My Ender Dragon, Hyperion, and Diamond Heads have all doubled in price, and I finally hit 10 bill net worth.
I went from like 12 to 13 bill to 16.
13 to 16, wow.
Yeah.
I did. I was 8. Bro, I was 8 build net worth like 2 weeks ago. In fact, I've actually been hemorrhaging money because I keep putting shit in the museum and leaving them in there. So I've actually like lost like 800 mil and I still have more. Oh man. I'm actually
11 bill.
yeah, well, I don't count soul-bound items in my net worth. I'm a bit of a purist.
Oh. So you leave it in there.
I leave it in there. If you go into the hub and visit my museum, everything is in there. You won't see any of that like line die. This item is taken out. Nope. Awful. Awful. I got a bunch of random shit in there. I got like a Shadow Fury and a Spirit Scepter in there.
Yeah, you've got like 200 mil in there right now.
Oh no, that's not my museum value.
Pardon? Unsoulbound.
Here, let me go to my museum.
You've got around 200 mil in soulbound items.
Museum value 902. Look at that. There you go. Shadow Fury, Juju, Spirit Scepter, 900 mil. We look at our little thing here. I got all these weapons. Full Whip, AOTD, Spirit Sword, FOTD, Voodoo Doll, Phantom Rod, Glowstone Gauntlet, Shadow Fury, Livid Dagger, Bone Meringue, Spirit Bow, Scepter, Verdan's Bow, Adaptive Blade. I got a bunch of random shit in here. Bunch. Here are my armor sets. I've got the whole page -1. That's completely finished. Got most of this page.
10 minutes. I have gained an extra 4 mil of net worth without doing anything.
I got a Shadow Assassin set, Necromancer, kind of sad. I've got a Superior set. I've actually never really owned full Superior, so it's kind of sad that I bought it just for the museum. I got Werewolf, same thing. I've never really played with Werewolf, but it just sits in the museum all day. I got random ass shit in here. I've got armor sets I can't even wear. I don't even own Squash. I had to buy a Squash set for the museum. I don't even own Squash. I wear Melon. Like, bruh, same thing. Like, I don't even use Crappie. My Crappie sits in the museum all day. It's kind of sad, because my farming set is over here. 3/4 Melon with Rancher Hood. My museum has better items than me. This vampire mask, the witch mask counts as a vampire, so it credits me, although I've never put one in there. That's like the only tiny exception. The witch mask counts as a vampire mask. That's like it.
Wait, why do you have like... Oh. Why do you have
Oh yeah, that.
You get one from collection and drop off usually.
Yes.
Oh.
It's weird.
Collection, boss collection, Kudra. Yeah, you get a Kudra pet, and then after 10 runs, it gives you a Kudra pet, and so now you have 2 Kudra pets. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's soulbound, so I don't have a place to put it. Normally, if I have 2 of the same pets, I'll sell one of them, but it's soulbound, so I don't have anything to do with it.
You know, diamond pickaxe's value is 122 mil.
Is it really 122 mil?
It's very expensive. Look at Silex's.
My god. Wait, is that everything? So I've got like Pristine and Fortune and shit.
Yep.
122 mil. Damn. And I only finished it like the other day. It was Compact 9 for months. Also, this pickaxe is actually impossible to obtain anymore. Because it has anvil use on it. Underneath the rare pickaxe recom thing, it says 2. That's the anvil use on it. The item age is 3 years, 7 months. It was made in 2019. So, if you were to try to recreate a pickaxe like this, you wouldn't have that number 2 down there for the anvil use. You would have to buy someone else's 2019 era pickaxe in order to get this, so it's kind of rare too. Not many people still have like original 2019 items.
Wait,
Yeah.
when did Skyblock come out?
2019. This is a year one pickaxe.
Oh.
October 1st, 2019. 3 years, 7 months ago. Look at that.
Jeez. You've got your own like personal count of when Skyblock came out.
Yeah. It's weird because it used to say like 2 years and now it says 3 and it keeps getting older. Eventually it's going to say 4 years. You can actually kind of do the same thing with year one cakes. Item age 3 years, 10 months.
Can't you get year one cakes anymore? Because they soulbound them, didn't they?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
They're on the auction house. Item age 3 years, 10 months from 2019.
160 million, is that lowest bid?
Oh no, that's highest bid.
Oh, what's lowest? What's the lowest year one?
Here, I'd have to type it in with the.
Isn't there a lowest feature?
Yeah, I'm doing it! Oh, 120. Wow, that's.
I'm not sure. Can you do that?
I just typed in year one and then filtered by low.
I have one.
I have one. That's kind of a lot of money.
You have one?
Yes.
They're just laying around?
In my kickback. That's why it's like 200 and low something.
Oh, thank you, holy cow underscore YT. Thank you for the Millers, man. I appreciate that. Sitting on my apple. Yeah, my cake bag is basically empty. It's all like year 200s.
Doesn't it give you health? But like a very low amount?
Dude, you know what's sad? I used to have a 50 to 100 cake bag, and it got wiped.
Oh, sad.
That was so sad. So now I've got like a 200 to fucking 270, with a bunch missing in between. I got some drip pants. I bet you do, man. I bet you do. Are you wearing them? Oh yes, stereo pants. Very, very nice. Listen to them. I have my own music playing.
Jeez, those are some maxed out stereo pants.
Yeah, wow. Bank 5, G6, P6, Smarty Pants 3, missing like an enchant.
Oh, that's cursed. Wait, no Legion though?
No Legion. That's
Actually,
amazing.
wait, no Heaven Never 5, Tactics 5?
Let's see. Well, let's go over like everything that's missing. Let's go over everything that's missing. No Art of Peace, no Legion, no G7 P7, no Smarty Pants 5, no Ferocious Mana 10. It's not even died. Has no. Actually, there's no Pant Rune, sadly.
There's no Pant one? Oh,
yeah, there's no Pant Rune, sadly. But yeah, no Art of Peace, no Legion 5, no G7 P7, no Smarty Pants 5, no Ferocious Mana 10.
It's so beautiful.
No, it's not.
It is kinda.
It is Bank 5.
I'm gonna go have food. I'm hungry.
Slash DN.
Okay.
Who the fuck is Chatteron? Ahoy, boy. Who is Chatteron? I want a golden dragon egg. I'm gonna hate getting a golden dragon egg. It's gonna be lame. You are an egg. Hello, X Ash. It's pain, bro. I'm crying. I'm crying right now because of the RNG change. I am passing away from sadness. Farming forward sign. Oh, that's really great, man. What are people in chat saying? Let's read this. Look at people in. Help you? Hell no, help me. Yeah, thank you, holy cow underscore YT for the one though. I appreciate it. Oh, now good. Fuck. I need some goon. Can I afford a tank so for 700 mil? I mean, if you're playing pure tank, you basically don't need anything. Just like 3/4 gold or in a blue whale. I mean, if you're just going with like the most basil setup ever, you basically don't need anything. Three-fourths gold or Mender Crown, Blue Whale, and that's about it. Necron's worth that much? I mean, first off, two of the pieces are really cheap. Golden Head, 5 mil. Axor Boots, 2 mil. Chestplate, if you have a couple things on it, 40 maybe. The boots, maybe like 30. I don't know, man. Doesn't look that expensive to me. How much is a golden Necron head? 60. Kind of expensive, but I mean, you could just wear like a Necron helmet or a Tarantula helmet or something for now. Watch Ivy, 100 mil. My chestplate really 100 mil? Wow. Never thought of it that way. Inflation. Quick. My mining speed boost has expired. So sad, so sad.
Very sad.
Sure. Why do people do this, bro? They don't even. It's weird. This is the thing I don't like. When someone maxes a junk item, like it's supposed to be hypermax, but it's not. This thing is missing like a bunch of enchants. No Smoldering, no Divine Gift, no Tabasco, no Cubism 6, no Power 7, no Snipe 4, no Duplex 5. It's on Spiritual, not Precise. Like, this thing is trash. Like, it's terrible. And besides, Duplex on a Juju or Artisanal is useless because there's no right-click ability. Duplex pairs really well with Terminator because as you fire more arrows, you land more hits, meaning you get more salvation. Without the salvation, you're getting Duplex with just the extra arrow. You don't get the extra salvation. That's why Duplex on a Juju is terrible because Duplex boosts salvation, which is why it's kind of valuable on a Terminator. But the second you throw Duplex on a Juju, you lose that extra salvation. So just get Soul Eater, bro. Just get Soul Eater. It's cheaper anyway. It's only like 20 mil for a tier 5 book. Like, what are you doing? What do you think, Confucian?
About one.
Duplex on Juju is useless because it doesn't activate Salvation more often.
I mean, I don't see the reason why I would have even put it on.
Because Juju non-sync duplex is better than Soul Eater.
The
Yeah,
clear
is gonna be shit.
Yeah.
And the PS is shit anyway, so.
Making a worse item worse. Fuck
yeah.
is that? Oh, it's some player's head. AL8. Berserker. 10 billion coin net worth. Wow. I'm rich, guys. I'm rich. The Holly died Necron. Equipment is expensive, kind of sucks. I should calculate how much like a full set of like equipment is.
Very expensive. Fuck, expensive to level.
Like, let's just say I want a basic dominant 6 speed 6 set, all 4 pieces. Dominant 6, speed 6, magma necklace, dominant 6, speed 6, molten cloak, dominant 6, speed
Magma
7,
necklace is
explosion
expensive, but
belt,
it's still kind of expensive.
dominant 6, speed 6, gauntlet of contagion. Just what do you think that would be?
Gauntlet of Contagion, that's probably like a few hundred mil.
That's kind of the point I'm making. Like, let's just a full set, not even speed 10, just speed 6, and it's like that'll be billions of coins. And I'm like, what? Why is it gotta be so expensive?
A lot of difference in price between the equipment.
I may try to do this. Let me pull up a spreadsheet. Let me try to calculate how much like a full set of like equipment would be.
Price. Enchanted slime balls are 5 to 6k per.
Bro, I sold a lot for 4k per. Bro, there's no way. I lost so much money.
Let's go with molten necklace, molten cloak, implosion, and gauntlet of contagion. That seems pretty fair. All right, let's check out how much a lowest bin molten necklace is. Lowest bin, and we're gonna want dominant speed, obviously. Dominance breeze. We're looking for speed.
And what piece? Molten? That's gonna be a bit expensive. Wait, which attributes was it?
Dominant speed for master mode.
That's gonna be like probably 100 mil plus.
Let's see.
Just
Dominant.
reiteration.
That's what I'm saying is I people are like, oh bro, why don't you have good equipment? Why are you lacking? And I'm like, because it's expensive. I'm gonna calculate how much it is so I can like say you do realize it's 3.6 billion or whatever. Like I'm gonna throw it in their face.
Molten necklace, right? Molten necklace.
Molten necklace. A dominant speed. There it is. Dominant speed 140 for tier 1. Alright, let's write that down.
Also, if you do like wait, there's a way you can search for multiple attributes. If you do that sign in the, I should have messaged you.
You can do that.
Search bar, you can search for multiple things. Yeah. So searching dominance and speed with the sign. So yeah. No, I think you need to type dominance, not just Dom. Yeah, you need. Actually, wait. Did it not highlight one?
Yeah, I did. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for like literally like tier 1. Is there any like higher
Level
one?
yeah.
There's a 3-3 for 150. Ooh. This is gonna like expensive to calculate. 159.
On
These like free runs I did, I've made like 30 mil or something. Jesus Christ.
God damn. Not even on the first 13 pages. There it is. Dominance 2 for 10 mil. Okay, let's see. How many of these would I need? Let's see.
You should probably not use shards. It's usually cheaper to just buy the equipment. Sweden.
Look for
modern necklace with
dominance.
dominance.
Also, there's a
So
bot
bad
for
for
checking
checking
it
it
actually.
actually.
Oh, okay, no, mine it's not cheaper. What the hell? That's expensive.
Expensive.
Because it has a molten
Actually,
necklace.
no,
It
it is
is cheaper.
cheaper.
There's
There's one wait
dominance
dominance 3
for
for
10
10
mil.
mil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look how many pages I have to like go through. Dominance 3 for 10 mil. Ooh,
But
that's
But there's
gonna
a
be.
bot that like shows the lowest spin for it.
It's
It's
very
very
useful.
useful.
Alright, how many of these would I need, bro? You know, I think I'm gonna like pause on. Let me just see how much.
For
For level 6, you need 32 total in level 1s. 32 level 1s.
Golden cloak
Cloak
is
is
also
also
very
very
expensive.
expensive.
So it'd be like what, like 300 million? Anyway, so and let's just look at like the ones I can just buy. I think timesing it by these numbers here. 175, wowzers.
Damn, this chess
Yes,
player
player
dropped
dropped
the
the
low
low
in
in
this
this
10
10
mil.
mil.
Kinda easy money.
Tier 5 for, what is it? A tier 4 one is 249, wow. This is getting real expensive, and we're not even onto the imploding Ottman of Contagion. The implosion should be like the cheapest out of all of these. Wait, really? 5 mil? Wow, that's cheap. How out of place.
Yeah,
Implosion is
very
very
cheap.
cheap.
A
A
lot
lot
of
of
people
people
craft
craft them.
Actually, I think I already own one of these. I'm pretty sure I like own.
Dominant speed.
I think
Yeah, I do. It's so cheap that even I'm wearing it.
A blaze
Lace
might
might
be
be
cheaper.
cheaper.
Well,
Oh no, I'm not sure though.
Implosion's ability is like so good. I can't sleep on that. Gauntlet of Contagion is even better.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with the Gauntlet of Contagion, so...
No, it doesn't.
Sorry.
Gauntlet of lowest been sorting by
So
dominance.
blaze build would be cheaper.
I'm not looking for cheap. I'm looking for good. That's the point I'm making here.
Yeah, it would still be better if you would get high levels.
What?
You will get
With
higher
higher
levels.
levels,
Like
like
Implosion
Implosion
build
build
doesn't
doesn't
really
really
do
do
anything
anything
if
if
you're
you're
playing
playing
Master
Master
Mode
Mode
anyway.
anyway.
Whereas
Whereas
PvE
PvE
But
actually
is
makes
it
it better.
worse
No,
than Blaze Belt?
it's not
not
worse,
worse, but you get
it's
it's
way
way
more
more
expensive
expensive
to
to
get
get
higher
higher
levels.
levels.
245. Why is the screen half size? I have my spreadsheet on the right side of my screen, so it's I'm actually playing Minecraft at half size right now. Mana pool, mana regen 5, Gauntlet of Contagion is 500 mil. Yeah, dude. Mana pool, mana regen, Gauntlet of Contagions are like really good and then really expensive at this. Because it's like the best attributes on like the best item for it. What? These numbers. So a molten cloak is 150 million. The molten necklace 150 million. Molten cloak 240 million. The implosion 5 mil. Gauntlet of Contagion 240 million. Let's pull up my sum. That would be a grand total of 658 million. And most of these are like tier 1s, not even like high level. 658 million. That 8 mil at the end is basically the implosion, but yikes, yeah. Jesus. Let's do the same thing, but for mana pull, mana regen. Which should just be the same equipment. Molten Necklace, Molten Cloak, Implosion, Gauntlet of Contagion. Any other ideas? Again, I'm going for good, not cheap. Cloak. Lowest bin. I probably could show my full screen. $72 million. How much is that's for tier 2, tier 2? Is there like a better one? There's a tier 3, tier 3. Five set. Ooh, look at that. That's tier 7 set. For 360. Obviously, we're gonna pick up the best ones we can for this. So a good mage molten cloak is 360 million. Alright, now let's look at a molten necklace. Or a molten cloak. Did I actually do this backwards? I think I did molten cloak and molten necklace. Let me check. Yeah, I did. Let me swap that around. Lowest on a bin, because we're looking for cheapest first. Tier 2, 65. Tier 5. $150 million. Bruh. And again, that's just for 5 and 5, bro. We're not, like... originally I was gonna calculate for, like, tier 7, tier 10, or whatnot, but, it would be, like, far, far, far too expensive to calculate that. Implosion. Lowest. On a bin. Mana pull, mana regen. Here they are. 33 mil. See, that's not actually all that bad. But let's see how much, like, a high level one's gonna be. These are all level 1s. That's a level 3. Level 3, level 4s. 6, 6. So 179 for 6. We're just going for 3 sig figs. I'm not gonna put down like a bunch of 9s or whatever. Alright, finally, the big one. The good one. Gauntlet. Gauntlet of Contagion is really good because it actually is like pretty decent for damage. It's also not cheap. Even a lowest bin is 20 mil, so. Tier 6 for 555, wow. Which gives us a grand total for a mage set 1.2 billion for a like. I'm just pulling up the numbers, man. I'm just throwing them into a calculator. 1.2 billion for a like kind of decent mage set. These aren't even like mana pull 10, mana regen 10. These are like for tier 6s and tier 5s and whatever. So the low end estimate would be like 1.2 billion. If we want mana pull, mana regen 10 on everything, it would be like an order of magnitude more, I would assume. So that's why my equipment is just like Dominance Veteran, Breeze, Mana Pull, Dominant Speed, Experience Life Regen. For something that's expensive like a Gauntlet of Contagion, I had to just get what I could, Life Regen. For things that are cheap, I could actually get God Roll, Dominant Speed. For this one, I got it because it was like Mage, Breeze, Mana Pull. Again, kind of cheap-ish. Dominance Veteran. I got this mostly for like Slayers, you know? Spawn the boss faster, deal more damage. I've got more pieces elsewhere. I've got like, yeah, some mage pieces. Implosion Belt, Mana Pool, Mana Regen, same thing. It's really cheap, so you can afford God Roll. A Breeze Mana Pool Molten Necklace, because, you know, it's kind of cheap, but not too cheap. I've got a Dominant 6, Veteran 6, Gauntlet of Contagion, or, Glowstone Gauntlet. I'm not sure if this is really good anymore, because, like, Gauntlet of Contagion is, like, better than the Glowstone Gauntlet, so I don't really use it. Here's my, like, one mining equipment. A glistening glowstone gauntlet, my only like mining equipment. Here's my Lotus set, which I need to reforge at some point, which I haven't. I've got a luminous bracelet. Oh yeah, I need a G6 P6, one of my Bonzo masks. Let me go do that. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Let's see if I can merge these. Oh, let's try to use the reforge anvil. How do I merge these items? Do I have to like frag it? I think I have to frag it to make it work. Bonzo frags are so cheap that I can just frag it. It's yeah, 30k coins, bro. Okay, now I should be able to slash anvil these two items together. Yeah, there you go. Wow, that worked perfectly. Okay, I think that removes the recom. Let me swap what side it's on. There you go. Ancient, 5 stars, potatoes. Yeah, I don't think it loses anything. Good.
Wait,
Can you also do that for like with us sets?
If it's the exact same piece. Like, these are both fragged Bonzo masks. So this one is like my main helmet. This one has G6P6 pre-applied. And, you know, this thing's worth like 2 mil coins, which is like less than Growth 6. So it's like, you know, it's cheaper to...
Yeah, it's less than Growth 6.
Yeah.
Growth 6
This thing is worth like 2 mil coins, so it's cheaper to just salvage the item for its G6P6. And there you go. There you go. G6P6 for only 2 mil coins, baby. Let's go. Let me put it back up in my Bonzo mask collection. You can tell which one is the ugly duck of the group.
So cursed, bro.
Ancient for when I'm playing like Berserker in Master Mode. I've got Necrotic if I'm playing like F7 Mage, and then Giant Bonzo if I'm doing like Tank. Yeah. The reason it's not that good is because, you know, once it pops, I just swap to the Mender Crown, which is actually the big boy piece of the set. Yeah. I kind of want to have a little bit more XP. I just spent 100 XP on putting that mask on. I kind of want it back. Give me. There you go. 500. That's perfect. It's beautiful. That looks nice. But anyway, yeah, that's why, that is why my equipment is dog shit. Because it would cost like 1 billion coins to get a kind of good setup. Not even level 10 attributes. Just like basically tier 5 attributes. Basically would still be like 1 billion coins.
Level
5 is also fine.
Oh man. Right, even the lowest bin ones were like 100 mil each. Like, bro, what? I want to play mage or tank enough 7, but I don't know if PS everything's inflated. You're just gonna have to make money, bro. Honestly, playing floor 7 is a good way to make money, so yeah. If you can just do runs with like a pure tank until you can get like a Juju non-setup and then play that and then keep playing until you drop scrolls and handle, then you can just craft the hype. See, that's kind of the good thing, is if you like ignore the market and play like an Iron Man, just drop the items yourself and you'll pay like 35 mil for the handle and like 5 mil for the scrolls, you know? You can just, if you want, you can just ignore the market. Just ignore the market value and just pay bedrock chest prices. Use the RNG meter to get the specific items you want. Yeah, you're doing it just the way an Iron Man would. You really could. Just play the way an Iron Man would do it. You're not even in your setup. You actually don't even. Do you not like have a setup at all? Like, where's your?
Magic power.
Oh yes, 200 magic power.
What the hell? Please
You
spend
spend
some
some
money
money
on
on
Tellius.
Tellius.
So, dude, did you like
So
sell your
good.
shit? Like, what the fuck? Your hot bar is like half empty, and you've got like no armor sets. Did you sell all your stuff, bro? What? 700 mil purse, but has like no items. That's like your entire net worth. Oh my god, you liquidated. Your net worth is 1 bill, and you have like 800 in the purse, bro. Man, like liquidated everything, bro. What a terrible idea.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a good point. Maxor boots are a great way to save on money when buying a Necron set. They're like better and way cheaper.
Yeah.
They're better and cheaper.
Unless you
If you
want
want
to
to run around
with
with
like
like
150
150
speed,
speed,
then
then
you
you
need
need
max
max
boots.
boots.
Unacceptable. I feel like that's one of the main problems that people don't talk about Frozen Blaze. Frozen Blaze users are slow as hell.
I mean, you can use tuning
Tuning
points
points
on
on
speed.
speed.
They're slow as hell.
Mm,
And besides, they won't even have 100 bonus attack speed if they do that unless they go without a shelmet, and that'd be cringe as hell.
true, yeah. Attack speed is kind of the hard thing with Frozen
Frozen
Blaze.
Blaze.
But
But
the crit
crit
chance
chance
is
is
very
very
easy.
easy.
Wait, 95 outside of dungeons? Are you kidding me? What? Oh my god. 96 crit chance outside of dungeons? God damn, I'm not even trying for outside of dungeons. It's set up for inside of dungeons. Fortuitous. Legion Superior. But yeah, I've got nice bonus attack speed. Very nice. Terminator and tunings. That's literally like it. Terminator, tunings, and then like my Ender Dragon gives the extra little buff that I need to get to 100. Yeah, it's really nice having 100 crit chance, 100 bonus attack speed. It's so nice. My enrichments are mostly on strength. Yep, look at that. I've got a couple on crit chance, but that's because I optimized the fuck out of it. I got like exactly like 100.1 crit chance, basically. Anything higher and I would just be wasting my damage. Just don't play Arch. You're gonna have to be like a Juju non-burst. That might be the play.
Yeah,
So,
don't play Arch.
honestly, bro, you're probably gonna have to be the party leader. Just make your own parties. Ain't no way about it, BG. Not my brother in Christ. You have no other option, bro. You don't even have like a current setup right now, bro. A Juju would be an upgrade.
Also,
Also,
you're
you're
saying
saying
non
non
while
while
having
having
200
200
magic
magic
power.
power.
It's like, bro, I don't know how to break it to you, but like, you're worse than a Juju non. A Juju non would be an upgrade to your current status. Where'd that Shadow Assassin come from, bro? It must have followed me. Honestly, bro, I kind of feel like you fucked up liquidating. You shouldn't have done that.
There's no tier 5 parties.
80% of your net worth is in coins, and you have like no items, bro. That's what liquidating is. You put everything in the museum. Why would you do that? Do not do that. Why would you museum things if you're tight on cash anyway? The museum is like a toy for rich players, bro.
190 mil fighting the relic. Nice.
I fucking hate it so much, bro. It's the reason I can't do E-Man Slayer.
Bro,
Bro,
we went off
100
100
mil
mil
yesterday.
That's fun.
Fucking hate
Imagine
inflation so
Iron-
much.
Imagine
Being
being
an
an Iron Man
Iron Man
20
20.
in the artifact. Bro, the Dark Ocean just keeps going up 100 mil.
So sad, bro.
Then try
Imagine Shin's auction environment.
The amount
The amount
of
of
money
money
you need for that is just insane.
I'm really tired of hearing people say, I don't need a Terminator, I don't need a Hyperion. I really hate when people say that. It's always the broke people who can't afford them. It's never someone that can buy it but chooses not to. It's always the person who has like 10% of a hype that say they don't need one. And then complain that they can't do anything in the game. Dude, I remember scrolls were fucking 6 mil each. I've sold scrolls for like sub 10 mil coin. I've sold several scrolls for like 5, 8, 10, whatever mil. Whatever the fuck they were, 8 mil, whatever. Re-queue? Did this guy just tell me to re-queue in master mode? I want to make a list of everything you can't do without hyperterm. Like, just right off my head. And keep in mind, like, the most common counter argument I get is they're like, well, it's not like a need. It's just highly recommended. No, I'm gonna use need to mean highly recommended. I'm tired of hearing the semantic argument of, oh, you're using the wrong words. If you can recognize them using the wrong words, then you know what I'm saying and you don't need to point it out. But let's go over it. You need a Hyperion to play floor 7. You need a Terminator to play all of Master Mode. You need a Hyperion to play those higher floors of Master Mode. Looking at you, M6, M4, M7. You need a Hyperion to do anything in the Crimson Isle except the Magma Boss, which needs a Terminator. Let's see, if you want to do dragons and actually get first place, you're going to need a Terminator on that one. If you want to do Slayers, you're going to need a Claymore or a Giant Sword for Sven's. I've seen people do it with like Shadow Fury though, so you can get away with that. What am I thinking of? Enderman Slayer, yep, you'll definitely need a hype for E-Man Slayer. Katanas have gone up in price like crazy. The only kind of tiny exception here is Blaze Slayer, which has its own dedicated daggers, and those are expensive. So the whole I can play the game with like a 10 mil sword is just like not a thing. Bro, I don't need a 10 bill coin setup. I can play the game with Am I dying? Yeah, I need to write. There's more shit I know. There's the fucking. Oh yeah, Diana event. You need a Hyperion for that. Oh my god. I've seen 100 mil minus people struggle to do Diana, so that's definitely a need right there. What?
You can melee.
You can melee it? That's another use for Claymore. That's a 600 mil item right there.
No, DX.
Oh, yes, DX. I've said. I guess.
It's less efficient than hype, but it's still decent.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other shit that I'm kind of not crossing my mind here, but I want to make a list of everything that's basically locked off until you get hype or term. To me, I kind of lump them together. If you have hype and term, you can basically do everything but Blade Slayer. Literally everything minus a single Slayer. All you need is hype and dungeons, Slayers, minus Blaze, dragons.
Anything other than hype and term for emotes there? No way. No armor?
I'm talking about weapons, man. Yeah. But yeah, seriously, people saying I don't need hype, I need term is like, if you actually want to play the game, you do.
Oh, 6 months enable. No way.
It looks like the left click mage left. I was waiting for like the left click mage to kill it, but there wasn't one, sad. Yeah, we're all berserkers and then an archer. But yeah, I'm thinking of a way I can reword it so people stop pulling the semantics argument. Because I'm tired of hearing, because their only counter argument is, well, I don't like need it, and so I need to find like another word so that way people stop using that as an excuse to not have a hype when they join a floor 7. Well, like, you don't need a hype to complete it. My friends carried me and I got a comp all without a hype, so that proves my point. And I'm like, congratulations, you proved my point. You have to get carried if you don't have a hype by people that do have hype. Congratulations, you needed a hype to beat the run. It just wasn't on your person's. It was on someone else's. Unironically proving the point I was making that floor 7 requires at least one hype to beat. Oh man, that's funny. What do you think? How else could I describe how much you need a hype without using the word need? Recommended for progression, maybe? If you want to get anywhere? Come on, Confucian, help me out. Recommended? See, the problem with recommended is it sounds like it's optional. Because the point that I'm making is that Hyperion isn't as optional as people make it sound to be. It's all like, oh, bro, M3? Psh, you don't need a term for M3. My brother in Christ, it's not optional to have a term in M3. You need one. And they're like, oh, bro, I played M3 with a Juju once, bro. I can do it without it. It's like, that's because you got carried by everyone else who did have a term. You did 0 DPS. I remember, you know how like you could hypermax items on the Alpha Network? Okay, great. Are you even in the call? You're muted and deafened, thanks. But yeah, I went ahead and made a hypermaxed Juju. I'm talking literally tier 7 enchants and everything. I made a hypermaxed Juju on the Alpha Network and played some M3, and holy shit, it cleared so slow. Okay, so first off, one of the big things is the bonus attack speed is gone. The Terminator gives 70 bonus attack speed, and I currently play with 100. When you have a Juju short bow, you literally have like no attack speed. So it shoots slow as hell, so DPS is slow as hell. But, like, dude, yeah, in the boss, you just dealt no damage, like, at all. Like, there was no side arrows, there was no salvation, the attack speed was gone. So, like, Juju just didn't do any damage. And that was with it hypermax. That's like me giving it, like, the benefit of the doubt and maxing one out first. It was still terrible. I couldn't even solo in M3 with the Juju as, like, a cat of 40 at the time. It's terrible. How long do you think it'll take to do a full scroll hyper grinding? Depends. It kind of depends on if you can play, like, 3 hours a day or 10, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, a lot of people can only play, like, after school and they gotta go to bed. But if you, like, are, like, unemployed or something, and you can play, like, 15 hours a day, like, obviously it's gonna be way shorter, you know? So it really depends on, like, are you doing 10 runs a day, 50, 100? Are you doing, like, 30? Because it goes without saying, but the difference between 30 runs a day and 60 literally halves the time it takes. So it could go from, like, 2 months to 1, which is a huge difference. Yeah, 3 hours a day of 4-7, like, again, it just really isn't much, man. I mean, if you're lucky and you do 10-minute runs, that's like 6 runs an hour, so... We're talking, like, being generous, like, 20 runs a day. Dude, if you can only do, like, 20 runs a day on the generous side, you're not getting anywhere, man. If on the generous side you're doing 20 runs a day, you ain't getting very far. Honestly, I feel like Skyblock truly is a game for people that have too much free time. You know, I kind of, I used to give this advice more in the past, but, like, honestly, quit. For, like, a lot of people, like, just play a different game, dog. I actually watched a YouTube video on this recently where a guy was complaining that games these days take too long to complete. Like, a game developer will, you know, release a new game and it takes, like, 200 hours to complete. And he's like, bro, I have a full-time job. I work 50-hour weeks. So I don't have time to play a game for 200 hours. I need to get through this game in, like, 10 hours. I want to experience the full story, you know, quickly so I can, you know, play other games and have time, or I don't have time, so... So, if you don't have that much time, I would recommend playing, like, a bunch of smaller games, basically. You know? As opposed to an MMORPG that's competitive. Honestly, like, you could play similar games. A lot of people are like, oh, but I like Skyblock. Well, there's a lot of kind of related games. Roblox, Stardew Valley, Terraria. If you're looking at MMOs, you've got games like Runes. Well, I guess I feel like RuneScape falls into the same problem of having to play like 10 hours a day to make progress. But there are a lot of like Minecraft-ish games. You could just play other servers, honestly. There's tons of like mini games you can play. Those are very short form games. So I would recommend that if you don't have that much time, don't sink your time into a long form game. If the game requires thousands of hours to complete, I'd recommend not getting into it. Honestly, bro, if you can only play like an hour a day, please play something else, dude. Do not play a game that takes thousands of hours if you can only play an hour a day. I can play Skyblock because I've got all the free time in the world. That doesn't apply to everyone else. My perm party is fucking busy. Sammy is in limbo and Toasty is busy, bruh. I have my perm parties highlighted in bold so I can find them easily. Isn't it almost summer? I've heard that several times. Hopefully we should see like an influx of like players due to it being summer. People that have like time to play. And this guy died. L. Confusion is muted and deafened, bro. First try, baby. That's to just increase the chance of dropping a scroll. They could just remove the bazaar cap. No way, he just fucking died. Red line. Can't believe it, 10 bill net worth. It's kind of sad knowing that my 10 bill net worth, like, would be like 800 mil in like old school money. Like if you exclude the fact that there's a lot of inflation, my real net worth would be like 800 mil or 8 bill. But I'll still take it, bro. 10 bill's 10 bill, even if 10 bill isn't as good as it used to be. Why do y'all gotta fuck it up every time, dude? Play dungeons. There's no one secret trick to get dungeons XP faster. Just play dungeons. If you want more details than Blade Dungeons, first off, there is something you kind of can do. There's a talisman that gives 10% extra XP. It's called the Catacombs Expert Ring. That'll give 10% more XP. That's the closest you can get to a like do this one secret trick to get more XP. Yeah, but it's only like 10%. And you still have to play dungeons. So the answer is still you have to play dungeons. So play higher floors, right? The higher the floor is, the more XP you get. So, if you can currently do floor 5s consistently without dying, try moving on to floor 6, It's one of those things where if you can do 10 runs in a row without dying, then maybe it's too easy and try to do a harder floor. If you're dying 3 or 4 times on the same floor, the floor's probably too hard for you and you should go back a floor. But ideally you'd be dying once every couple runs. That's kind of how you find your sweet spot. Not too hard, not too easy. But once you get too comfortable, you want to start doing higher and harder floors, right? My entire team is dead. Because the higher the floor, the higher the XP. But if you're constantly dying, you're obviously not going to make any progress, so just play harder floors if you can. Are you using Feather? No. I actually recommend not. If you have a good computer, you should use Forge like everyone else. Epic Shadow Assassin Armor, 3/5 help to look low deck, 5/7. I would get a giant sword and a juju. Yeah, I would get it. I would get a better setup for 4/7. The archer left us, bruh. I ain't a quitter. I'm gonna just blood camp if he's gone. Your boy is playing archer now. Hashtag nailed it.